is curiosity the cure? Have you been watching the TV series Ted Lasso? And if not, why not? The lead character is Ted Lasso, Jason Sudeikis. He was nominated and won this for the second time on the recent Golden Globe Awards. Now, it's basically about an American football coach, Ted Lasso, who was offered a job in the UK to coach a premier football team. He's got no experience and he's from the US. So if you've watched it, you will know that Ted Lasso is deeply intrigued and curious about how people tick and how we connect with one another. He presents on screen as a mustached man with a consistently upbeat demeanor. He holds no judgments about others, believing everyone has some good inside them. And there's just this one scene in season 1 that has stayed with me and entered my mind time and time again. It's the scene in which Ted Lasso plays darts. Now, if you've seen season 1, I'm sure you remember it too. It depicts how vital curiosity is as opposed to being judgmental. The scene originates from Ted Lasso season 1, episode 8, just after Rebecca's ex-husband, Rupert, denigrates her in front of Ted. He intervenes and calmly confronts Rupert to a game of darts. When Ted proposes in this that if Rupert is victorious in the dart challenge, he is allowed to pick the starting lineup for the last 2 games. Yet, if Ted wins, Rupert has to stay away from the owner's box while Rebecca is in it. And remember, Ted convinces everyone in the bar he's terrible at darts. This gives Rupert, who has an inflated ego and who had been harassing Rebecca all season, the idea that this would be an easy, seriously, just no problem victory. And then Ted Lasso says, "Oh wait, I forgot, I'm left-handed," and immediately gets a bullseye. "Oh, this is going to be a hoot," he cheekily adds.
You know, Rupert, guys have underestimated me my entire life. And for years, I never understood why. It used to really bother me. But then one day, I was driving my little boy to school, and I saw this quote by Walt Whitman. It was painted on the wall there. It said, "Be curious, not judgmental." I like that. So I get back in my car, and I'm driving to work. And all of a sudden, it hits me. All them fellas that used to belittle me, not a single one of them were curious. You know, they thought they had everything all figured out, so they judged everything. They judged everyone. And I realized that they're underestimating me. Who I was had nothing to do with it. Because if they were curious, they would ask questions. You know? Questions like, "Have you played a lot of darts, Ted?" Which I would have answered, "Yes, sir. Every Sunday afternoon at a sports bar with my father from age 10 until I was 16 when he passed away." Barbecue sauce. Good game, Ruben.
And I know I'm making a serious point about a television show, but it's quite profound. It's hard to think of any interaction in life that wouldn't be improved by being more curious and less judgmental. What if we could stop ourselves thinking judgmental thoughts about others and just get curious? Try to find out about that person you're judging. Really listen to them and observe them. Remind yourself that curiosity genuinely doesn't know the answers and wants to discover more. Judgment, it already knows enough. It's not curious. Imagine how life would change if we did this more consistently. How would this alter social media interactions, political spheres, and relationships with those we are closest to be? I propose much better. And all of this stems from the power of Ted Lasso. Who would have thought? So notice if you're feeling judgmental and get curious about that. That's an excellent place to start because, and did you know, it's always possible to be curious. Now, thanks very much for watching, and I do trust this has been useful, and please, if you can, check out the Ted Lasso series. It's brilliant. And also, if you haven't already, please subscribe, like, make comments. I do read each and every one of them. And also, if you have any suggestions with regards to videos, make them. Please take care. And once again, please stay away from being judgmental. Be curious instead. Bye for now.